They call this the City of Angels, but all I see around me are victims.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over, I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, all the moment of truth in your life.
I'm Captain Cinema. Crewvember is now in week 2. I remember when I first saw this movie, I hated it. It was such a bastardization of the original. How do you deviate from something that helped shape my teen years so much? Well, let's take a look and see where it all went wrong. This is The Crow, City of Angels.
Every night I fall, screaming on the street. Every night I fall, through the cold like tree.
Taking place in Los Angeles this time, we meet mechanic Ash, played by French actor Vincent Perez, a single father who, along with his son, are drowned by a gang. In typical fashion, Ash returns to exact his revenge. Rather than there being a waiting period, this happens right away. Ash is discovered by the now grown-up Sarah, this time played by actress Mia Kirshner. Get used to this one emotion, because that's all she shows throughout the entire movie. You know, her.
So if we have the same mother, tonight I'm gonna fuck my brother.
Apparently, in the 2 years since the events of the first one, she's become an expert. She was maybe no more than 14 in the first one, which is about 2 years ago, so she'd be 16 or 17. Remember that in the upcoming sex scene.
She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young.
She helps him apply his makeup. It's watercolor.
These were Danny's paints, weren't they?
So this took about 30 minutes to apply. That took maybe 10 tops. One by one, he targets his killers, including a then unknown Thomas Jane. Gee, Thomas Jane, I wonder what you'd do if your family was murdered.
This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Do you want me, baby?
I mean, it's not like I know anyone who played a character who was killed in a porno theater. He also gets into a fight with actress Thai Trang in her last performance. Yes, the original Yellow Power Ranger. Good luck getting this image out of your heads. To her credit, she was a good martial artist. It's also interesting to see her sexualized. Everybody equates the Pink Ranger with their budding sexuality, but Trang was just as sexy. But it looks like Ash learned to fight from the Gary Busey dojo. The fight would have been so much more interesting if she had summoned her Zord. Just saying. Plus, one of the main villains is punk icon Iggy Pop. We get a shoehorned big bad who knows just as much, if not more, about the Crow than Sarah does.
Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
And a strange climax that left the audience unfulfilled. I remember walking out scratching my head. Why did the Crow symbols magically appear? Why was the big bad the only actor who committed to the role? Why was Nona's dad from The Adventures of Pete and Pete kind of a scary villain?
Mr. Mecklenburg, I was wondering if maybe I could have the last dance with Nona.
But it's the last dance.
I know, but it's my first.
Oh, I get it. Sure.
There was a good movie in there somewhere, but it got lost in the legacy. Yes, I know I'm nitpicking, especially since it's a supernatural tale, so I should suspend my disbelief. Director Tim Pope, who filmed countless MTV music videos throughout the 80s, knew how to craft a stylish movie. But it was all style and no substance. Perez can be a good actor, but this wasn't the role for him. It was a good idea that expanded on the Crow mythos, but it fizzled on execution. Or did it? I had to watch this movie again, and it's actually better the second time around. You notice all the little things that add to a bigger picture and give it a heartbreaking ending, unlike the disappointing one that it was originally noticed. If you come across The Crow City of Angels, watch it once, and if you're still scratching your head, check it out a second time. This isn't the worst of the series, believe me. That's just my opinion.
If it's the only gift I'm fit to give, then put me on yourself. I don't wanna live. If it's the only gift I'm fit to give.